Hello, welcome to the I Am Badass series. This is Lani, and today I'm going to talk about the 5-minute mind exercise that will change your life. Holy freaking shitballs, this is so powerful. I can't believe I'm sharing it, but here we go. Before we get started, hook your girl up and let's help get as many women out of their self-doubt and into their happiness and inner peace that we can. So like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and we're gonna get right into it. So this is an exercise that I normally only do with clients, but I've just gotten so many messages about women that are like, dude, my biggest struggles are I wanna be happy and I can't find inner peace. And my problems are I have a lack of confidence, and lack in my confidence, and I got major self-doubt. So we've heard this a million times. It's like, oh, happiness comes from the mind, blah, blah, blah. But the problem is when we're just thinking, oh, I'm going to have this goal. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. But our body feels anxious and afraid and overwhelmed and worried and, oh, worst case scenario, and I'm not good enough, then nothing ever changes. And so it's basically like being in a car, pushing as hard as you can on the gas, but having no freaking petrol or no gas in your tank. It doesn't matter how hard you push on it. Doesn't matter how many post-it notes you put that are be happy, hey girl, love yourself. Doesn't matter how much you journal. And it doesn't matter how many freaking YouTube videos you've done or how many meditations you do. If you have no gas in the tank, you can't go anywhere. And so I want you to think of the way that your body is feeling, the way you're feeling as the gas in your tank. If you have zero gas in your tank, think of that as anxious, depressed, worried, not good enough. And so you're fighting the wrong battle. It's we're just on the outside. It's oh, maybe my car's painted the wrong color. Maybe, the weather's affecting it. Maybe I need to get windshield wiper fluid. It's you're just really obsessing over the symptoms, and that's not the problem, right? It's not the outside of the car. It's the basis of it is the way that you feel. So the way that we feel gives us energy. It starts to positively affect every area of our life. It completely blows our minds and sets the rest of our day up and the rest of our thoughts and the rest of our habits, and positively affects our family and our loved ones. So the exercise that I'm going to do with you is something that I call the Mind Palace, and it's super easy and it's super fast. Who in here is excited for easy, right? The simpler it is, the greater chance we have of being successful at it. I love being successful, and I love feeling happy, and I love feeling inner peace. And this would be a beginner step. For you, this is where I started. Obviously, it's I think of it as lifting. I'm yeah, I started with just the bar, and then I got to add weight on and add weight on. And so it's a muscle. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. The more weight you can add on, the more badass you can become, right? Obviously, we start with simplicity. So the way the Mind Palace works is we set an intention that we are going to calm our mind and we're going to get present. So I'll walk you through it together, and then you can try it on your own. So I like to close my eyes and I just start slowing down my breath. I just bring my intention to my breath. So all of my awareness, it's the most important thing I've ever done, is on my breath. And I'm all right, I'm here. I'll give you permission to worry later, worry in 1 minute when we're done. But for the love of God, you can go 1 minute without worrying or stressing out. If you can't, damn sister, you need to reprioritize. You need to raise your standards. So I'm breathing in, exhale, breathing in, exhale. So keep your eyes closed. Breathing in, I'm breathing in inner peace. I'm breathing in this intention to elevate my energy, to open my heart, to connect to happiness. There you go. Exhaling any stress, exhaling all self-doubt, breathing in confidence, elevating my energy, opening my heart, exhaling all self-doubt. One more, breathing in, elevate your energy, open up your heart. And then we're gonna go into the memory palace and we're gonna tap into the one of the most, it's the first memory that comes to your mind where you felt totally happy, you felt inner peace, you felt this freedom. And there's no right or wrong, it's just the first memory that comes to your mind. And whatever that memory is, I just want you to like latch on. So go there, get close, zoom in. It's not like you're watching from the outside, like you're right there. You know, your eyes are closed, but you can look down and see your hands and your feet. It's in color, it's big. So the more vivid, the more crystal clear this gets, the better this works. So the more specific, like, what do you see? What's the weather feel like? What were you wearing? What do you smell? Who are you with? What color was the sky? You know, what country were you in? What time of year? So getting as specific as you can. I always go to one, it's like so easy for me with my grandma. She's my guardian angel now, but I'm just like, I know exactly what she was wearing, what I was wearing. We were in the car and I know exactly what it is. And I just get so specific and I can look to the right and I can see my grandma, my passenger seat and my Mustang. And I know exactly what words we spoke. So I want you to like go through this movie and then like pause on the most like epic, beautiful part of this memory. And just pause and just get as specific, as detailed, as vibrant, as close, activating all your senses. What do you see, smell, hear, feel, touch, right? So getting as specific as you can and then breathing the way you did in that moment when you felt that unconditional love. Breathing the way you did when you felt this happiness, this inner peace, this safety, and just letting your body remember. And letting your body take over because it subconsciously runs the show here. Like your body's become your subconscious programs. So breathing the way you did when you felt that happiness. I always tear up every time. It's like so beautiful. All right, we'll open the eyes in 3, 2, and 1. So how powerful was that? That's called the memory palace. It's like my favorite thing. I can do it instantly. I can do it anytime. I can do it with my eyes open, but I just wanted you, it's easier to disconnect from like, oh, all my problems and my ego if we close our eyes and we quiet down and we calm down. We like take back the power over our subconscious. And so we're in the present moment and we're choosing to focus on what we want to focus on. And like literally this is quantum physics. It's like your body doesn't know if what you're thinking is really happening now or if it happened in the past or if it happened in the future. So when you are unable to get into the present moment and you are just like really obsessed with these negative thoughts, like I didn't reinvent the wheel. I just had you use the same thing that you've been using to feel anxiety, feel like you're not good enough, self-doubt, to like push away the happiness and push away the inner peace. So all the negative emotions, because your body just is like, oh, like it's just like, oh, this program, cool. I'm going to go back to the time I felt horrible and miserable. And then your body doesn't know that it's not real and starts feeling that way. So with the memory palace, obviously we have to set our intention and elevate our energy and open our heart. But then we go to this most beautiful moment ever. Many women go to the moment they gave birth, their wedding day, their loved ones. I have ones with my grandma, with Chris, with my little brother's called Chris as well. So then with my little brother and my dad and my mom, and it's like so beautiful. And I just let my body remembers those feelings of unconditional love and that happiness. It's like I go like right to that memory palace, and then I just let my body start taking over. I've had goosebumps so many times during this. And I'm like, yes, like breathe the way you breathe. Oh, total goosebumps. Like when I feel that unconditional love for my grandma, and it's so beautiful and it's so amazing. So that's the first step, right? Because it's like everybody wants to manifest these amazing things. But if you're like, oh, I want to be in a beautiful, loving relationship, or I want happiness, but your body is feeling anxiety and self-doubt, then it's never going to work. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you keep, just because you change your thought, when you don't change your feeling, you're never going to get anything new. Again, it's like having no gas in your car and being really confused why you're not driving. We have to be able to change the feeling in our body. And I've never not been able to change the feeling in my body when I've wanted to. Believe that. There's obviously times when it's like, I want to feel grumpy. I always use the joke. My little brother used to like do the gnarliest shit as boys do. He was like 3 and he would just do the craziest things. And my mom would be like, you're gonna get hurt. And he would be like, I want to get hurt. And it's so funny because we're these grown-ups that are like, I don't want to feel better, but I want to be bitchy, but I want to blame her. And so it's like, okay, if you don't want to feel better, bye. Like, you're not a good person to be here with me on this channel, because I'm only going to give you tools and strategies to help you, become the woman you want to become and really take that control over your mind. And that took less than 5 minutes, like, for sure. So there's no excuses at this point, and we have to put the reps in. We've got to put the reps in. We have to practice. You don't become an expert just because you do something once. When becoming an expert at happiness means that you can tap into this happy feeling. Like, you know what joy feels like. You know what happiness feels like. You've been happy and you felt joy in your life for sure, so you know what that feels like. And that means you can do it when you want to, no matter how mean they're being or no matter how stressful everything outside is going. So how do we become an expert at something? We practice, and first we do it in the comfort of our own home, on our terms, when we want to, when stuff's quiet, and then we can start challenging ourselves, like, okay, I'm at work and this motherfucker is really laying it on. And then it's like, okay, I remember how to do this. I'm just going to do what we just did. I'm so pumped. So in the comments, put what memory did you go to in the memory palace, and let me know how amazing this was for you and how mind blown you are and how you felt. What sensations? Did you get goosebumps? Did you get teary? Did you see colors? And yeah, share this. I want you to just like flood this feed with like the most positive memories and the most beautiful energy. That is my intention. Flood these comments, flood this feed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you're ready to take this to the next level and like become an expert at creating your own happiness and your own inner peace, then you gotta come to my free masterclass. It's amazing. I'll put the link in the description. It's gonna blow your mind and take you to the next level. So if you're ready to take this to the next level, this masterclass is for you. Woman, click that link. Thank you for listening. See you soon.